So it's been a couple days since season 9 came out. What do y'all think about it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I mean, I see a lot of negative comments more than anything, but I also see a lot of OGs are saying, dude, it was way better than season 8. And I have to agree with that. I agree. It's way better than season 8. Honestly, some of the stuff's growing on me. I like the bed plating. The kits are nice. They have a lot of potential, but they're not exactly the best. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through all 4 of these new kits, and we're going to compare them to some existing kits to see which ones are better or, you know, kind of similarities. So for example, we got this guy here, Terra, stomps on the ground, gather protective blocks, then kick them at your enemies. They're not, are they protective though? I just realized this said it's protective. We're gonna have to dig into that in a second. Also, we have Noelle here, pretty interesting kit, very unique in many ways. Closest thing would probably be Amy, which we'll cover. We also have Cogsworth here, who's kind of we're gonna touch on that one in a little bit. We're gonna touch on him. And we have Yam Mini, which is kind of like another mobility kit, and in some ways not so much. We're going to cover this one as well. But before I begin, please do me solid, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because we back, baby. We're going to be doing lots of BedWars videos this season. Also, if you didn't notice, if you're an Islands fan, maybe an OG Islands fan, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, dude. We're working on a Skyblock game. I'm working on a Skyblock game, so I might give you another update in a few months or so. I won't be showing you anything for some time. Dude, yeah, I will be bringing my clan back. In fact, this year I will be grinding ranked finally. Yep, I'm gonna join the sweats again. I may not be on my main account though. Sorry folks, you won't be seeing me in game. Too many clout chasers, dude. That's why I don't like a lot of these competitive games. All these people dropping, trying to, like, you know, sweating it. They're like, I need to kill DV so I can make a video. I hate that stuff. I hate that stuff. That's why a lot of content creators, you know, don't even use their mains because of that. That's just, it's ugly. So circling back to what this video is about. First up, we've got, like I said, 4 kits. I'm actually happy we got 4 because last season was kind of disappointing, not only because just the forge and all this other stuff that they added, but we only got 3 kits last season, dude. Although I think they released, correct me if I'm wrong, I think then they released one in the middle of it. Wasn't it supposed to be like Talia? I think she came out as technically a free one. Dude, I don't even remember. I was kind of asleep that season, but yeah, I think it was supposed to be like a free kit as well as part of the battle pass. So technically there's 4 kits, but they like duoed it. So let's first talk about Terra. I'm going to show you what he does. We're going to test this as well. I want to see if he actually does mitigate damage, and then we're going to compare him to what I think would be a better kit. Again, Terra is a level 50 kit for battle pass. That means there's a lot of expectations for Terra, dude. Like, you're level 50, you're grinding, you're hard out for season 9 to get to level 50 so you can unlock this kit. Otherwise, if he's useless, if he is not worth it, then why would you grind beyond 40? Because Noelle is actually pretty decent. Plus, you get this awesome to get sturdy. Come on. Come on. You got to have that emote. All right, I'm going to have them hit me once. Okay, I took 20 damage. Hit me once. All right, so I took 10 damage from that one. That's actually 50% mitigation. That's actually pretty good. Let me hit them. 15, 16, 17. So 17 damage, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, so it seems pretty good. I mean, for a free hit, especially if someone's rushing you. Main issue I'm going to show you is, check this out. Like where my arrow is. Look where my pointer is. Now, if I move my mouse pointer up, you see how it went? I was right here, but it went to the right. All right, so we're going to try this again. Okay, so we're going to try this again. We got 8 stacks. See, it doesn't work. Okay, like I'm going to aim my mouse straight up. Oh, wow. Look at the splash damage, though. So 24 and 9. Yeah, it is a lot like Spear, but not as good. That's actually a really good example. The difference is this is free. All right, let's hit them again. 7? Wait, are they getting protected? So, yeah, 26, 27. So if you can really like farm someone, like a group of people quite a bit, it would be pretty good, but you need a lot of hits. There's a long cooldown for it. There's a lot of problems with this kit. It's just not very good. All right, I'm going to show you what happens when they have iron armor. 13 damage. Now, with the wooden sword, I'm doing 9. After all those hits of them just sitting here, It's just not even like, look, I got an 18 stack. That is insanely high, by the way. That's not like normal player kind of hits. Like if you're in a random match, you're probably not going to get 18 hits. You could if you're a sweat, but average player is not going to get that many hits. Let's see if I break this. It does a little knockback for these guys, like picks them up. And let's see, hit me once with wood sword. Okay, 7. Once more. Okay, so 13 damage. That's actually pretty good, okay? Like if you keep the blocks up, you're actually taking less damage. We're gonna have them use iron sword. So 13. Okay, so that's 13 HP from iron. Okay, so that was 13. It jumped to 20 with iron sword. All right, now what we need to do is we need to get this 14. Okay, once again. And that one's 9. So yeah, this thing's actually pretty good. You're definitely taking less damage. So if you don't want to do this, you could just use it at least for the damage mitigation. All right, I think this kit is kind of like a combination of Axolotl Amy in some ways. I kind of feel like Gompy would be a better equivalent to this kit. The difference is Gompy actually have to go and find ghosts, right? You get way more damage with Gompy. The difference is it doesn't stack and it doesn't climb and damage, which is pretty interesting that Terra does scale. I feel like Terra, just a little bit more tweaking, it's gonna actually be really OP. I like the whole armor aspect of shields, like you're taking less damage per hit. But let's go and switch over to Axolotl Amy. All right, so one thing you're gonna notice is Amy does not exactly have anything out the gate. You have to buy your axolotls. Granted, the shield axolotl is only 30 iron. You also never lose it. All right, so if I go and do that, we're gonna see how much damage we take. All right, let's have him do it again. That's 13. Do it again. Looked like it was 9. That's about the same as Terra, to be honest. With the shield, the difference is we're not going to run out, right? Now, if you recall, Terra, has that cooldown. Obviously, I do 20 damage with this one. If I bump it to this, now I got 2 axolotls. Look how much damage I'm going to do to him. There we go. We did 24. So we're doing 24 damage out the gate with the second axolotl. Way better than Terra, and you get it permanently. The difference is it's not a ranged attack, but I mean, do you really need the ranged attack with how bad Terra's aiming mechanism is? The one thing I do like about Terra, though, is when I've had people bridging or on the roof, I can shoot the, I could throw the blocks at him, and it does splash. Also, you notice when I did the ground break to get the blocks, it knocked them up, just kind of nice. You do get the versatility of, shoot and defend. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Terra is good. It's not great for level 50. It's not worth grinding for level 50 currently. So the devs definitely need to buff that kit. I think it just needs to be kind of like all the other level 50s. Most of the other level 50s are just night and day better. Even Caitlin's better. We're about to hit Noelle. Not hit Noelle, but we're going to cover Noelle next. Amy is a lot like Noelle. You basically have similar stuff, right? At least with these first 2 axolotls, you don't need to spend emeralds. You can get it with iron out the gate. Whereas Noelle slimes are, assignable to teammates. They don't work on you, which is kind of a negative. Whereas this one can work on you and it helps your teammates. If they're taking damage, your axolotl can go and help them and shield them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Let's go switch over to Noelle. So with Noelle, you got a flute, right? It's the slime tamer's flute, and you can cycle through your slimes here, and then you can direct them or recall them to your teammate. You can't buy any of these without emeralds, so we're just going to spawn some. Now, over time, apparently this does fill. I'm assuming that it's based on the usage. So as long as they are assigned to your teammate. So let's go and do this one. And then we'll give him this one. We're going to take this one back. Because this little guy, this sticky slime, it says it tracks nearby resources with a chance to duplicate them. Now, with this one, all you got to do is like run next to resources. So like, well, it doesn't seem to work for your spawn, but it does work on resources in the wild. Let me show you. So I'm going to get kind of close to it. See? Now, it had a chance to duplicate it. It did not, but it's going to drop again. And as you are using this over time, it will start filling up the heart and then it'll increase the chance. And when you get extra resources, it's pretty clear. You'll hear like a couple chimes. Let's see what kind of damage these things do. 23. All right, so we have Sheila here. Same exact set of armor, same sword and all that. We got Turtlemon, who is no kit. All right, I'm going to tell them to attack when I say go. All right. Dude, Sheila's way too powerful. Did you see that? Sheila smoked him. Even with this full stack of slimes, Sheila smoked him. So we're going to test Amy real quick versus Sheila, and then we're going to test the stack player against Amy. Yeah, Amy's OP. All right, so we're going to stack Gorilla. All right, we're doing the same thing. Oh, that got pretty close. That got pretty close, dude. All right, there we go. There we go. Dude, I'm telling you, Axel, dude, Amy is so powerful. People don't understand. Amy is so good. Yeah, Gorilla's right. Sheila prioritizes damage, not healing. Whereas Amy's like shielding up. She's doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, that just shows you how weak this kit really is, though. If you think about it, like, Amy's that powerful on her own with no support kit. Like, no slimes whatsoever attached to her. Imagine this kit with that kit. So Noelle's pretty good. I would say not as good as just using Axel Amy. Like, honestly, just use Amy. Noelle doesn't really have any self benefits, meaning she's purely a support kit. Even as a support kit, I still think Amy's better because the Axolotls can still help your teammates if you're nearby. I just don't think this one's a very good kit, to be honest. I could be completely wrong. I do like the duping capabilities of the sticky slime, but I actually don't think it's all that good. Next up, we're going to cover Cogsworth, and then we're going to finish with Yamini. So Cogsworth is a resource gathering kit. There are a lot of resource gathering kits in the game, especially economy based. You can see like the little economy icon here. So we got obviously fisherman. Fisherman's kind of slow, not very good. You don't get a whole lot of diamonds. You don't get a whole lot of anything. Plus, it's very active based, so you need to be sitting there, you know, fishing the void. You're vulnerable, and you can't really do other things while you're fishing. So we're not really going to cover that one. That one's definitely not as good as Cogsworth. Scrolling down, you have Cyber. This one probably is the better of the two, in my opinion. We're going to show you Cogsworth again, just in case you forgot how it works. But Cyber, you could pretty much just camp out in your generator, and you have full control of the resource gathering. Again, similar to Fisherman, though, you're kind of stuck at the generator. You're vulnerable because you can't really do anything else. Unlike Cogsworth, he can go around, collect resources on his own if he wants to. He can do whatever he wants because of the fact that the robots are doing the work for him. Farmer Cleat is kind of like Cogsworth in some ways, where you can go and plant and you just have to come back and farm, but it's slow going. You have to wait and you have to spend a lot of your resources to do that. Miner is kind of nice because you could pretty much gain resources on the go. I actually like this one better than Cogsworth, but you do need to have the ability to kill. Zenith is insanely good, but not really good for smaller matches. Drill is crazy because you have a chance to harvest 2 times gen resources automatically. You don't have to do anything, and you can go around and kill people without worrying about anything. So I would say out of these two, I would say Drill is the better. Like, Drill is really, really good. Lucia is okay. The downside is you got your Pinata. It is vulnerable. Merchant Marco's bad. No offense. If you like him, he's good. He's good for rushing. That's about it. Metal Detector is okay. You still have to be very active with your farming. It is good for solos and such. Bounty Hunter, you have to, you know where your target is. So I'm just going to show you the Cogsworth just so you know how it works. And then we're going to show you Yamini afterwards. So this won't take very long. So Cogsworth is a resource gatherer. I'm just going to make this a little easier for him. All right, so we're going to get our bots out. So this first one costs 60 iron. We're just going to get a bunch of these. It looks like you can only get 4 of these. And it looks like you can only get 4 of the MBZ2s. These are 1 emerald each, of course, because they're, obviously going to help you with emeralds. But let's go and spam these out here. We go ahead and try to attack his. They don't do any kind of damage. Dude, they actually do really good damage. It's like Tesla. They almost killed me. It takes them forever to attack you, though. Oh, you got to overclock. They're actually pretty hefty. Now, if you knock them off, I think they just respawn. Oh, wow. They're actually doing a lot of damage to him. It takes a long time for you to, like, recharge, though. Yeah, so enchants work on them. But it's not that powerful, honestly. Like, even with these 2 enchants combined, they didn't do much to him. Let me see how much they gathered so far. I mean, that's actually pretty good. If you have a full 4 squad out and no one's, like, killing them and you're just, chilling at your base, it's actually not bad, dude. 10 M's. But it does take a while for you to actually get that. Like, you first need to get your 4 M's. So it's not exactly... I mean, that takes forever with these spawns. They're really slow. I mean, we're 6 minutes in and no one's been killing them. We haven't been dealing with any attacks. We had, immediate startup. So you're talking probably like 10 plus minutes before you're going to get that many. And all the while, it'd probably be better off just like farming resources off other people or getting their, breaking their plate so that you can get a hyper gen or something. But yeah, that's tough. Yeah, so for Cogsworth, dude, I would rather say like drill. Drill is like night and day better. It still automatically farms for you. I mean, it still works in squads. It still works in other modes. So yeah, I would say drill is pretty good. If you're actually decent as a player and you don't need like additional like damage or anything like that, or maybe in squads, drill's pretty good. It is not meta though. Let me just tell you right now. Most farming kits are not meta currently. Maybe Talia, maybe. All right, next up, we're going to be using Yamini. Now, Yamini climbs, pounces with feline dexterity. Fall damage is reduced. So we got an Electric here. We got a UZ. We got a Jade. What we're going to do here is you can see we got some lines to show you the distance for the leap so we can measure the leap. We're also going to measure the damage that these do and just kind of see who the clear winner is. Now, one difference between the others and this kit is that this kit can actually climb walls. It has saved my butt a few times, dude. So say you fall, there's like a slight delay. So if you fell, you can kind of save yourself. So like I was falling, right? So like say you're falling, you can actually save yourself at some point. So it's pretty OP in that sense. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to do a standing leap first, and let's see what they can do. All right, this is Yuzi, this is Jade, this is Electra, kind of halfway, but we'll give them it. All right, now we're gonna do the running ones. Wow, look at Jade. Okay, look at that with Electra, dude. This was Jade, this was Yuzi, pretty much identical. Electra again, killing it. If that were of the void, they would land right on the edge of the next block here. That's pretty crazy. So Electra already a winner on distance. Now what we're going to try to do, we're going to see if they can get up here, right? So like we want to see if they can make it up here. I think all of them can jump it. Yeah, all of them can jump this. Let's see if they can clear it. Yeah, pretty easy. Let's see them handle 4 blocks. Jade struggling. Okay, Jade made it. Yuzi struggling, dude. Yuzi is struggling. That's Turtle. Turtle cannot clear it. Let's see if I can clear it. Yep, clean. All right, Yuzi cannot make it up there, apparently. All right, let's try 5 blocks. You know, Electra almost made it up. I'm pretty sure Electra can do it. Yeah, I don't think they can make it. Yamini could just climb up. All right, so Yamini's the winner on climbing and height. I was pretty sure Electra could technically clear that, but it looks like they're having some challenges here. All right, now we're gonna do some damage checks. Now, we'll go and try Jade first. Whoa, 37 fall damage. I think it was because they kind of jumped. They were jumping at the same time. 17 damage. Yeah, it's still good. I think it was 17. Yeah, so it's 25 damage. All right, use these testing. 17. Let's check Electra. It's supposed to be able to do 30 damage, which is really high, dude. That beats even Jade's double damage from fall damage. And Jade is not going to guarantee you fall damage. Like if Jade does that inside of a building, you're not guaranteed that kind of lift. Whereas Electra, you're pretty much guaranteed it. And you could do, you get that static damage, which is an AoE effect. It will chain everyone else. I mean, that's better. It's just a little delayed, but that's technically 2. All right, so now I'm going to use my pounce. Now, I got to have the sword out for this or else it doesn't work. So here's what happens when you pounce on someone. Now, it has to be very precise on your land, because if you land, if you go jump through them, if you pounce through them, it's not going to do any damage. Let's show you this one. So you see how it's actually doing 24 damage. Not much, right? Still not that much. Now, it's still better than Yuzi's damage, but Electra kind of wins this one. Electra wins in distance. Electra wins mostly for the jump height here. Like they can actually go pretty good here compared to now, you know, of course, Yamini can do better climbing. I do like Yamini's ability for climbing up walls like this without any blocks. It's not only pretty stealthy, so people don't know you're coming, but it's just kind of troll if you think about it. Like imagine if you just want to like climb away from people all day. Like this is actually a really troll kit. You'll never run out of blocks. And if you're falling, you can kind of catch yourself sometimes. I've done that a few times where I thought I was pretty much dead, but I actually like landed perfectly so I could see like that. Play a little wall climbing game here. That actually be pretty fun. I really like this kit. Just for the climbing alone, it's pretty powerful. Then, of course, you got the pounce. Now, I didn't show you how far this kit can go from standing pounce, so I'm going to show you that right now. So this right here is standing pounce. It's not very far. Now running, it's just a little further. It's not much. So I'll show you what that looks like. That's if I jump at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much all the kits. I would say this kit's not exactly the winner. Electra's still the better kit out of these. Which are your favorites? Have you found anything OP about these kits yet? Like so far, everyone that I've talked to, especially even within my clan, they're not exactly powerful and they're expecting they're going to get buffs this weekend. I mean, if people are going to grind for this battle pass, they better be better kits than last season, you know? So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, happy grinding. Peace.